Hello students, today I would like to introduce a new chapter, that's the Serang of Ranaganji. It was written by A.J. Cronin. We want to know about A.J. Cronin. He was born in 1896-1981, was a Scottish novelist and physician. He was a doctor, at the same time novelist. That means Scotland, he was belonged to Scotland. He has written many novels including Hatter's Castle, The Star Looked Down, The Citadel, The Judas Tree, a Song of Sixpence. This extras is taken from the autobiographical novel Adventure of Two Worlds. The Song of Ranaganji taken from his novel, that means Adventure of Two Worlds. From Adventure of Two Worlds, this piece of work taken from. It is an anecdote from his experience as a surgeon in the Royal Navy. So we already told he was a doctor. At the same time, he was a novelist. So he written so many novels. The most important one is Hatter's Castle, The Stars Look Down, The Citadel, The Judas Tree, The Song of Sixpence, and this Adventure of Two Worlds. From the Adventure of Two Worlds, this piece is taken. Okay, that is named The Serang of Ranaganji. And the most important thing is that I think 10th standard also there is a chapter connected to A.J. Cronin. It is also connected to ship and other things. That is also related to ship and sea voyage. That is in present tense standard also, you can see that. Okay, anyway, our title, Serang of Ranaganji. A.J. Cronin is a Scottish, that means Scotland writer. Very brilliant writer. Most of his novels and adventurous journeys we already know from this our curriculum. So he's very famous for CBSE student and also state syllabus. Most of his portions as we already taken. Okay, some indirectly or directly. Okay, here Serang of Ranaganji means Ranaganji is a ship name. What's the name of the ship? Ranaganji. The Serang means one of the person who is looking, doing a job. That means lower job person. We can call as Serang. Serang of Ranaganji. The Serang is one of the Malayalam movie. Kutti Serang is one of the Malayalam movie. Kutti Serang. Mammootty acting as a hero in that film. The Serang is one of the worker in a ship. Okay, this exactly, it is not a name of a person. It is a position inside the ship. Okay, it is not a name of a ship, name of a person. It is a position in the ship. Is called Serang of Ranaganji. Ranaganji is a ship. Are you ready to travel in a boat? I mean ship. Okay, how many of them traveled in a ship? All right. What was your experience? Can you say to me? All right. And before that, we want to know that we can't say that it's a journey. We can say that it's a voyage. That means travel through the sea. We can call it as a voyage. Understood? Before we travel by this air, and now we travel by ship in the sea, in deep blue sea. Right? Before that, I already told there is some of the sea, and it's a work. See the important sea work and this. See that ship. Your pages, you can see some of this maybe I already given these photos of ship. See that means the text page number 119120 119120 parts of ship. Here is a picture of ship. Mark many parts as you know. Yes, this is a ship and this is a parts of ship is there. There's the first parts is here, metal chimney on a ship. Okay, chimney, you can say that it's a smoke area. I mean that means smoke will be burst out from ship. Then stern, that is a backside of the ship. Third one, anchor. This all words is inside the novel, so you must be very want to know about what was the meaning. What is the meaning of this funnel, stern, anchor is another word. Heavy metal device dropped over a side of ship. That means one of these things it used for stop the ship. Hull is a important part of body of the ship. We can call as hull. Tank, it is called as, yes, tank. That means uh, liquid or gas tank. We can say that. Bow, in front part of boat of ship. That means in the front side of a ship. Then mast. That means we can call as kappal paimaram. Yes, there is a support to ship sail. There is a wood or metal pole we can call as mast. Deck, that means very floor of the ship we can call as deck. Cabins, we can say that small kind of rooms in a ship we can call as cabin. So you must be remember this. You should be very accurate for the parts of the ship, then only we can know very well about what's happened inside the ship. Okay, all right. So what was the summary of this Sang of Ranaganji? This is a story explained by the author itself. That means the novel is itself explained. This is a part of autobiographical sketch of A.J. Cronin. A.J. Cronin explained his experience inside the ship as a doctor. He is working as a doctor inside the ship. In ship, every position there should be professional people are there, uh, captain, doctors, serang, or so many different occupations connected to the ship. So one the positions there as a doctor, A.J. Cronin service in the ship. So he explained his experience. So we can call it as a autobiographical taste of this novel, Sang of Ranaganji. I already told Ranaganji is the name of a ship, and Sang is one of the position inside the ship. And we can want to know about the summary, is it? So what was the summary of this? I just tell you the summary. You just heard about that one. The A.J. Cronin is a beautifully, I already told, he is a novelist at the same time doctor. His experience about in the ship is connected to this. He is now inside the ship. Okay. So what was his experience that he tell us? Okay. The other now on a board. Okay. Its the ship name is Ranaganji. Uh, it was traveling to Calcutta. Maybe start from Southampton or maybe England or America, right? See, but actually it is traveled to Calcutta. At that time, India is ruled by British. Yes, so the chief officers was Englishmen, but the crew were Indians. The crew members are Indians. That means lower workers are Indians, and the main officers in the ships are English people. The author was a physician of the ship. Physician means doctor. All right. How many passengers we want to know? The passengers were tourist passengers also there, and Anglo-Indian Army officers there, and their families there. So these are the things inside the ship. Crew members are most of the Indians. High officers are inside the ships are Englishmen, and a doctor is our author. Narrator, novelist A.J. Cronin itself, and the passengers are Anglo-Indians, army member, Navy army officers and his family. All right, and the most important characters we want to know that Miss Job Smith. It's a woman. Job Smith. Miss Job Smith is one of the character. She is very arrogant and rude, and she himself believed that she was the toppest officers in the ship, just like, and he considered Indians as creatures, like just like that. So it is Job Smith. Mrs. Job Smith is not a good character in this novel. Okay. She happened to see one of the seamen named Hassan. Yes, the slang name is Hassan. Hassan is the slang of Ranaganji. Slang, I told, this is a title in the ship. The position in the ship. There is a slang is a person who should do the lowest work in the ship, and his name is that Hassan. Hassan is the slang of the ship. And the second character I told, Hassan. Hassan is a very important character, very very sensitive and sentimental, very poor. Is Actually, he had no house, no relatives. He's not married, no children, and at the same time, I think he is an orphan. Uh, Now he is an orphan. Now he is in serving in the ship for a long years. His most of the life he spent in this ship for not this ship, another ship also for a long years. But the problem is that his physical features is very different. That means he is not handsome. He is ugly. He is a ugly person. That means not look sound, not look handsome, ugly person, and his head is big one, and his leg is very small. But he is very kind and pious and generous and very good manners and everything. But everybody, English people mostly, especially Job Smith, considered it is an Indian creatures, and he is called him every time, and mock him and laugh with him every time. So that is the situations maybe happen here. Okay, okay. Names the slang name is Hassan, who was the quartermaster of the ship. Okay, she means Job Smith, mocking this person very heavily because of his short leg and a large disappropriate head. A big head, head and short legs, very ugly look. That's why Mrs. Job and his friends always mocking this person. Alright, she spoke insultingly to Hassan. Yes, she always insulting to Hassan. Hassan is the slang of Ranaganji. Ranaganji is the name of a ship. Mrs. Job is a supervisor, or we can call as big officers, high officers in the ship. Okay, so Hassan's appearance we already saw. Job Smith's position we already saw. Characters of Job Smith woman, we understood that she very arrogant, very brutal, very cruel, no kind. Whereas Hassan is so kind and benevolent, but his physical features is ugly look. Okay, two characters we already know. This explained by actually who? This is things explained by our author or narrator or the doctor in the ship. His name is A.J. Cronin. Okay, A.J. Cronin also in the ship as a doctor or physician. Okay, then they're traveling through the Red Sea. Now this ship is in Red Sea. Okay. One morning, Mr. Hassan met Mr. Cronin in a surgery and informed him that two seamen were sick. While they're traveling in the ship in the sea, in the Red Sea, what happened? We understood that it is a very difficult to reach in the land for a long time when we inside the, on the middle of the sea, deep blue sea. It's not easy to come very suddenly and landed in the land. It is not possible. So while they're traveling, some of these passengers has got sick. All right, it's informed by Hassan too. It informed by Hassan to A.J. Cronin because A.J. Cronin is a doctor. He examined. Dr. A.J. Cronin examined them mean examine the patient or passengers. And he realized that the shocking news, what is that? Two men had contracted smallpox. It is not actually disease, it's a smallpox spreading disease, epidemic. Is it? Have you ever caught smallpox? Yes, most of them. Is it? Or some of them. Smallpox, you know that. Yes, smallpox is a spreading diseases. These passengers also caught smallpox. It is informed by Hassan to Dr. A.J. Cronin. He immediately went to the captain and reported the matter. Captain is the authority of the ship. Is it? I told so many positions in the ship. He asked the other to deal with the situation entirely and his own responsibility. It is a doctor's responsibility. Captain said that it is not my responsibility, it is your responsibility to cure them, cure the passengers. What happened? Passengers caught smallpox. Chicken pox, that is a smallpox. The matter should be kept with the utmost secrecy. If it is the every passengers know that they may be scared, panic. That is why it is considered as a secret. What is secret? That means the caught epidemic disease, that spreading disease, chicken pox or smallpox. He made a large canvas shelter. He made me Hassan prepared for the shelter for this separation of these two passengers because they are caught chicken pox or smallpox. And Hassan is very bold and confident. That is surprised by A.J. Crowley. If a smallpox comes, nobody has to come and touch they didn't see this patient. But Hassan is very confident and he is fearless. He is always interfere with a smallpox patient. He made a large canvas shelter on the after deck of the ship. Top of the ship, he made a separate canvas, that means cloth room. He made artificial cloth room for inhabit the patient, those who are caught smallpox. The patients were kept there and Hassan attended them. Hassan always work with these patients. He is never fear about if he got smallpox or not. Always with the patients. The next morning, he brought 3 more patients. That means total 5 people, 5 travelers now caught smallpox. I already told it's a spreading disease. And evening number increased 10. Now 10 travelers are under smallpox. As an help to the doctors to sponge the patient, he also set up a secret cooking area. It's very difficult to, so nobody has to handle such kinds of people because it's a spreading disease. But Hassan is confident, fearless, very kind and benevolent. He helped this patient by preparing food and also shelter and making their bed. So in this paragraph say the character sketch of Hassan. Have you had an idea about the character sketch of Hassan? Yes. Alright, that's an explanation about A.J. Cronin to our serang Hassan. Okay, the other was tired with heavy responsibility. That means because it's heavy responsibility, nobody help him. So Hassan is too tired and his responsibility is very high. The nearest port was 8 days away. What helped him was Hassan's presence in mind. Only Hassan's presence of mind is very surprising to A.J. Cronin. A.J. Cronin is surprised to Hassan. What a man he is. He no fear. He is always confident and he is gave all kinds of help to these patients. So that's why he is surprised to Mr. Hassan. Okay, and after these patients increased, there were 14 patients is now caught smallpox. Soon, other patients also got now 14, and after too much patients also now again caught, right? So that is the situation as to here. So that's a very important thing. You must be know that 14 patient is in a ship now in smallpox. It is under control. Hassan could not do anything alone, but he tried for everything to comfort and relief. Okay, then the 2 of them unfortunately died because of the smallpox. What happened to the dead body? The dead body is covered by Hassan with a cloth and also prayer for them. And when he was a Muslim, but he is know about Ramayana and his Muhammad Ramayana words and buried the Hindu passengers. The author wondered that sacrificing attitude of this ugly little man. Who is the ugly little man here? Hassan. His attitude is sacrificing. It's surprised by A.J. Crowley. Nobody have to do such kinds of job to bury I mean that was clean the body and cover the body with the cloth, and also they have to pray for them, chanting mantras. Even though he was a Muslim, but he is know about Hindu culture also. So, and his sacrificing duty is surprised by Ejecron. Even though he get a very small wages, his salary is very small, but he work hard. This is surprised by Ejecron. I already told this is explanation about narrator. That means Ejecron. He was in the ship, so he is astonished by, surprised by the activities of our small hero Hassan, the serang. So, sacrificing attitude of the ugly little man is here Hassan. When the doctor expressed his desire to get a cash award and promotion for the serang, and doctor told him, what said, I will give you, I will recommend to captain or the authority of the ship to give a reward for you, present for you for his special duty. At that time, Hassan said the simple word, what is that? Doctor Saab, what is the use of the money? I am well enough the way I am. What a word is that? Everybody is now crazy for money in the world. Everyone, there is no relatives, no bonds, nothing. They have to. Everyone is very greedy about money. But this situation, Mr. Hassan said that. What is that? I don't want more money. I want to live the same way. What an answer! It is again surprised by AJ Crowley. Really, it was a what we can say that wonderful reply. It was terrified by AJ Crowley. See, that was Hassan. Okay, Doctor Saab, what is the use of money? I am well enough the way I am. What is, I don't want more money. What is for use? I am inside the ship. I am live for this way. I don't want more money. I don't want more style of life. I want to live like this way. So that is why AJ Cronin surprised the hero, ugly, sacrificing attitude of ugly little man. All right. All right. The next summary, last things you must be know that the remaining patients were recovering and they were transferred to hospital in Colombo. While in the way of Colombo, they got hospital, admitted this. Other patients are recovered because of the good treatment by Hassan. Actually, he was not nurse. You don't know anything about, but he is very bravely helped doctor and the patient and served very nicely. So most of the patients are now recovered. Now they are admitted in hospital. No fresh case was reported. There is no any persons extra to come smallpox. When Miss Jobs always mocked and insulted our hero, Mr. Hassan. But the doctor don't like it. Doctor is know that he is a hero on the ship, who Hassan, and he give correctly reply to Job Smith. That's about it. This summary, and we want to know about this, how to our voyage starts. What are the contribution of Hassan? Who was Hassan? We want to know about Hassan. What about Hassan? What about AJ Crowley? What about the they face the challenges inside the ship? What about the Mrs. Job Smith? Everything we want to know that. So let's read that the sang of Ranaganji. I already told Mrs. Job Smith, Captain. Captain is another character. Job Smith is another character. Hassan is another character. AJ Crowley is another character. So many passengers are there, and is traveling the way of to Kolkata. That is in Bengal, Kolkata, right? Okay. Ranaganji is not a new ship, it's an old style of ship. It's a voyage from Liverpool to Calcutta. Liverpool is in England. You know, Liverpool is a famous football club. Liverpool is in England. From England, it is traveled to Calcutta. From where this ship travel from Liverpool, that is in England, to India in Calcutta. Okay. during the British rule in India. This was the time of British rule in India. India was ruled by British at that time. It will tell us how the author means here A.J. Cronin, and the hero of the story is Serang, named Hassan, managed to potential that how to face the calamity. Calamity here is the smallpox disease, spreading disease of smallpox. That is your calamity. Silently and bravely. How this doctor and Hassan faced this smallpox silently and bravely. That's a story. That's a narration explained by A.J. Cronin. The title, The Serang of Ranaganji. Can I read? Okay. Look, my dear, did you ever in your life to see such an absurdly comic creature? In this line, Mrs. Job Smith insulting our hero Hassan. What is it? See that, friend? See that creature? Who is a creature here? Hassan. A smartly dressed woman. Okay. Who is that smartly dressed woman? Job Smith. First class passenger of Ranaganji aboard a sail from Liverpool to the long voyages to Calcutta. Made these remarks in a high, well-bred voice. High, well-bred voice means very thick sound, to her companion means friends, as they stood before me on the leaner upper deck. Deck is the floor of the ship, and me means here A.J. Cronin. So this paragraph says about absurdly means foolish man. This paragraph, Job Smith and his friends insulting our Hassan like a creature, and everybody has laughed. And now it is so by our narrator or the author or A.J. Cronin, he working as a physician or doctor in the ship. Following the amused gas means joking look. My eyes came to rest upon the scout. My eye means here A.J. Cronin eyes came. That means A.J. Cronin look at that. Scout means short, very ugly native seaman. Native mean Indian seaman, with short legs and large disappropriate head. Big head and short legs. So ugly person is work as a seaman. That means rank. That is a character sketch of our hero Hassan. I means here A.J. Cronin, recognize him as the Indian Serang of quartermaster of the ship. Serang is also known as quartermaster of the ship. Quartermaster of the ship is also known as Serang. Who is the quartermaster of the ship? Hassan. Who is the Serang of the ship? Hassan. What was the name of the ship? Ranaganji. Is it a new ship? No, old ship. When did the story happen? It's India ruled by, at that time India was ruled by British. From where this ship started? Liverpool. And it is now going to India, Calcutta. Right? So two characters we already know that. Who was they? Mrs. Job Smith and Hassan. Hassan is a Serang, or we can call as quartermaster. Whereas Job Smith is one of the high officers in the ship. First paragraph, they are insulting Hassan because of his ugly look. And second paragraph say about Hassan. He was quietly superintending in the crew of Lascars. Lascars means Indian worker ship. We can call her Lascars. Indian workers in the ship is called Lascars. Now, completing the lodging of baggage. Hassan is doing some work. What is that? He is arranging the luggage of the passengers, baggage of the passengers. Look hardly human, agreed the man with a superior smile. He smiled always, every time kindly smiled. In kind of a chap to believe, the dear old Darwin was not altogether wrong enough. Here is that the continuity of insulting is here. This is inverted comma from. Look hardly human, agreed the man with a superior smile. They are superior smile means secretly smile because they mocking Hassan's appearance. Still they mocking Hassan's appearance, and a chap means person, and it's a Darwin, Darwin's theory. This means human beings originated, he explained the Darwin, how it is originated. Science students know very well about Darwin, Okay, here they connected the human origin, connected the Darwin here, insulting through, to Hassan in this paragraph too. Okay, first paragraph last is also, second paragraph last, it is connected words by Mrs. Job Smith. Right, then the voyage began favorably in calm. What about the voyage? Very calm, no trouble, still clear weather, no any atmosphere climate changes, very smoothly going on the ship. We crossed the Bay of Biscay. Biscay means river, without suffering unduly from the turbulent means angry waters, turbulent means angry waters, and soon were through the Strait of Gibraltar. Gibraltar is the sea, one of the peninsula or a seaside, Gibraltar. This is the way they're traveling, Gibraltar side and Biscay. Traversing means crossing the tranquil Mediterranean. Tranquil means peaceful Mediterranean under azure skies. Azure sky means blue skies. So this explained about the beauty of the sea and surroundings. The Ranaganji is now slowly moving. It is explained by Dr. A.J. Cronin, who was worked as a physician in the ship. The Ranaganji was stout old tub. It is made by stub. Stub means thick woods we can call as tub. Okay, that means it's an old ship. Manned by white officers, that is, it is mostly inhabited white officers. English people are high officers in the Ranaganji, with an entirely native Indian crew. Crew members are all Indians. That means cleaning, all other jobs are now Indian. They are crew members. I was physician. I was here, A.J. Cronin was a physician, means doctor of a ship, and was delighted happily by the blamy breeze and the brilliant sunshine. They are enjoying the natural beauty of the ship. Now ship is moving without any hindrance. Climate and everything is very peaceful. Very nice journey they are so far they have to conduct. So that's about today. We want to continue it afterwards. Okay. Okay. This I already told us how many characters are there. Who is the author? Uh, where is the trip traveling from to word? Who is I here refers to? Who is the crew members are here? Who is high officers here? Who was Mrs. Job Smith? And what is his attitude towards Indians? Who was Hassan? Character sketch of Hassan. What is a very important question? Very, very important question is Hassan character sketch. Most of the time it will come the question Hassan character sketch. Sometimes Job Smith character sketch. Sometimes A.J. Cronin's character sketch. But most important is Hassan's character sketch. Then what is the meaning of serang? Okay. What is the ship name? What is made by Ranaganji? We already know then what is the climates, what is some of this peninsula and surrounding of the sea explained here. And what is the word apps used by Job Smith insulting our hero Hassan. We want to know more about Hassan. In coming paragraph we can understand a clear picture of Hassan. Who is witnessed this story? That means it's explained by the physician or the doctor. Who is it? A.J. Cronin, who was working as a doctor in the ship. Okay, that's the things we have already explained here. I think you understood this serang of Ranaganji for a while. Okay, then we want to continue. It's another kind of voyage, is it? That's before we are to familiar with the air journey, air voyage. Here is we have the ship voyage as there. So ship is just have to start from Liverpool, now move to India, especially in the Red Sea and Mediterranean seas, and then want to land it in Kolkata. So far the journey is so comfort and very nice. But except some of the cruel treatment by Job Smith against Miss Mr. Hassan. He work as a serang in the Ranaganji. And we want to know more about Hassan. We can understood after that what was Hassan. Anyway, we maybe understood Hassan and Josh Smith character for a while. And this story explained by already told Dr. A.J. Cronin. So that's about today. Take care. Bye.